Hello, everybody, and a very warm welcome to LNT YouTube channel. Princess Lilibet of Sussex and Prince Harry, Duke of Sussex, attended a 4th of July. With his little girl snuggled in his arms, Harry seemed to be going incognito by dressing in blue denim pants, a green shirt, and a matching green cap that was pulled down over his forehead. He also wore a pair of sunglasses to conceal his eyes. It appeared that Harry wanted to avoid drawing too much attention to himself and his daughter as he made his way through the bustling streets. Princess Lilibet wore a blue dress, white socks, and red shoes and was seen peering out at the motorcade as it passed. The royal was present at a parade where the vehicles were decorated with various Independence Day-themed items and decorations. Being born in June 2021, Lilibet has spent her entire life in California, where the Sussexes moved after they withdrew from royal life. The christening of Princess Lilibet was confirmed by the Sussexes in March, and it took place in Montecito, California. There have been many speculation on why Meghan and Archie were not in attendance. She and Archie were there. Side note: Harry is allowed to celebrate the 4th of July if he wishes to. It is not illegal for him to celebrate the independence of his wife and daughter's birthplace and now his home. You wouldn't bash James Corden or Adele for celebrating July 4th, so don't bash Harry for having a good time. Happy 4th of July to our American-based followers. We hope you had an amazing Independence Day. We've decided to cover Lilibet's face with a blue heart to ensure that we protect her privacy, as she is only 2 years of age.
Disclaimer. Everything in this video, and all of my videos, are my opinions based on detailed research that I perform. That said, I would recommend doing your own research before you make up your mind. Thank you.
These little cuties have been cultural icons since the day they were born, and they're bound for the throne. But is their black sheep uncle cool with them cutting in line? Here's the high tea on how well Prince Harry really gets along with his brother's kids. The world rejoiced when Prince William and then Duchess Kate welcomed their first child, Prince George. During a charity event at the time, Prince Harry joked,
So it's fantastic to have another addition to the family. I only hope my brother knows how expensive my babysitting charges are.
Noting that he embraced his new role as an uncle, Harry explained his duties as being
To make sure he has a good upbringing, keep him out of harm's way, and make sure he has fun. The rest of it I leave to the parents.
Further reflecting on George's birth in his 2023 book, Spare, Harry was excited to pass on his own passions to the little prince, writing, "I couldn't wait to teach him about rugby and the Battle of Rorke's Drift, flying, and corridor cricket, and maybe give him a few pointers about how to survive life in the fishbowl." Well before Prince Harry and Meghan Markle left royal life behind, Harry spoke to journalist Angela Levin about his stately status, claiming via the Daily Mail, "No one in the royal family wants to be king or queen." Noting that he used this mentality as a way of escaping royal rules and protocols, Harry added, "I spent many years kicking my heels and I didn't want to grow up." Levin then pressed him about his position in the royal line of succession. Once third, after his father, King Charles III, and his brother, Prince William, Harry dropped in the ranks as his brother started having children. But even though Harry had nothing but praise for his niece and nephews, there are still politics involved in the royal pedigree.
Are you ready?
Royal correspondent Valentine Lowe noted in the book Courtiers, the hidden power behind the crown, that Harry feared George would make him irrelevant. Lowe asserted, "He had his thing that he had a shelf life. He would say, 'I have this time to make this impact, because I can.' Until George turns 18, he was genuinely thinking of it as, 'I have this platform now for a limited amount of time.'" In our opinion, Prince Harry's concerns about his relevance in the royal family were understandable given the dynamics and politics involved in the royal lineage. The birth of Prince George as the first child of Prince William and Kate Middleton pushed Harry further down the line of succession and raised questions about his future role. However, it's important to note that since Harry's departure from royal life, he has been able to forge his own path and create a new identity outside of his royal status. Though Prince Harry gushed about Prince George's arrival, there was less excitement when Princess Charlotte was born. but that may have been because he was overseas serving in the military at the time. He reflected on the moment, writing in Spare. "I went to Australia for a round of military exercises, and while there I got word Willie and Kate had welcomed their second child, Charlotte. I was an uncle again and very happy about it.
It's very nice to be out of touch from everything. That is probably the nicest bit about this place."
Harry initially enlisted to serve a 3-year tour, but ended up serving a decade. While he was glad for the chance to skip out on royal life, he was sad to miss the birth of his niece. He said via the Daily Mail, "I felt very resentful. Being in the army was the best escape I've ever had. I felt as though I was really achieving something. I wasn't a prince, I was just Harry." When Prince Harry became an uncle for the 3rd time, things got even more complicated. Detailing the awkward timing in his book, Harry wrote that then Duchess Kate's pregnancy and the birth of Prince Louis was a sore spot between her and Meghan. The Duchess of Sussex infamously remarked on Kate's mental sharpness in the lead-up to Harry and Meghan's wedding.
Any woman, especially when they're pregnant, you're really vulnerable.
Meghan reportedly commented on Kate's so-called baby brain and postpartum hormones, according to Cosmo. With Kate offended by Meghan's forwardness, an argument erupted between them. Categorized as a confrontation within the pages of Spare, an insider told the Daily Mail that Harry's estimations were a little vague. The source explained, "It caused a huge row because Meghan was told that she wasn't close enough to her sister in law to discuss her hormones. It wasn't the way people spoke to each other within the royal family." In our opinion, the episode between Meghan and Kate over the baby brain comment highlights the inevitable tensions that can arise within the royal family. While the arrival of a new baby is typically a joyous occasion, it can also be a source of added pressure and stress for those in the public eye. With the added scrutiny that comes with being a member of the royal family, it's understandable that emotions can run high, and even minor comments can be blown out of proportion. Ultimately, the incident serves as a reminder that even the closest of families can experience disagreements and misunderstandings. Despite the family politics plaguing their interactions, Princes Harry and William reunited to mourn the death of their grandmother, Queen Elizabeth II. But perhaps one of the sweetest moments came when Harry shared a moment with Charlotte, who was struggling with the Queen's passing. Charlotte and Harry sat next to each other during the Queen's committal service at Westminster Abbey. And as she secured her hat, Charlotte looked to her uncle, who gave her a reassuring smile, to which she smiled back. It was a small gesture during a very grand ceremony, but it showcased the love between the two. In our opinion, the moment between Prince Harry and Princess Charlotte at their grandmother's funeral was a touching reminder of the humanity within the royal family. Despite their differences, Harry and William put aside their issues to mourn together. Harry's reassuring smile to Charlotte showcased a beautiful moment of love between family members during a grand ceremony. Prince Harry definitely had fun uncle potential, but things changed when he became a father himself. When Archie was born in May 2019, the tension between Harry and Meghan and the rest of the royal family quickly came to light. Still, Harry tried to bridge the gap between his and his extended family.
I don't know where William and I would be on a relationship level if the British press weren't involved, but we would certainly be a hell of a lot closer than we are now.
At the time, Harry's little trio met up with William, then Duchess Kate, and their 3 children at a polo match in 2019. Prince George carefully watched over Archie, who was just 2 months old, and chatted with Meghan throughout the day. It was perhaps one of the only public interactions between Harry and William's children and gave royal watchers a glimpse into what might have been. In our opinion, the polo match in 2019, where Prince George watched over Archie and chatted with Meghan, was a rare moment of public interaction between Harry's immediate family and William's family. It showcased the potential for a closer relationship between the two families, but unfortunately, tensions between Harry and Meghan and the rest of the royal family soon came to light. The event offered a brief glimpse into what could have been, but ultimately it was not meant to be. As a kid, Prince Harry was often seen flashing funny faces for the camera. And if one royal has followed in those footsteps, it's Prince Louis. He's been making headlines with his cheeky expressions and meme-worthy moments ever since he was a toddler. Harry and Louis clearly share a silly streak, but that's not the only trait they have in common. Princess Kate explained during an event that Louis has picked up his uncle's favorite sport, noting via hello, "Louis is mad about rugby."
It's no secret that I love top-flight rugby.
Although it has been obvious to fans of the royal family for years, Harry asserted in his book, "I played all sport, though rugby captured my heart. beautiful game, plus a good excuse to run into stuff very hard. Catherine shared that all of her children are into sports, just like their Uncle Harry. In our opinion, the similarities between Prince Harry and his nephew Prince Louis, such as their shared love of sports and silly personalities, are heartwarming to see. It's clear that the younger generation of the royal family is already developing their own unique personalities and interests, which is a positive sign for the future of the monarchy. It's also a reminder that even the most high-profile families have moments of joy and humor that bring them together. As Prince Harry asserts himself as a voice of change within the royal family, he appears to have every intention of breaking generational cycles of alleged abuse. During his press tour for Spare, Harry addressed his concern for Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis, who could easily feel like the Spare that Harry saw himself as too. Harry told ABC, "Who's to say that someone else doesn't fill my shoes and that their partner, whether it's a husband or a wife or boyfriend or a girlfriend, doesn't get treated exactly the same as Meghan did?" But while he may have his worries, Harry alleges in his book that his brother doesn't want him interfering in the children's lives. He wrote, "Though William and I have talked about it once or twice, and he has made it very clear to me that his kids are not my responsibility, I still feel responsibility knowing that out of those 3 children, at least one will end up like me, the Spare."
Within the family as such, there's the spare and the heir. My brother being the heir and me being the spare.
As Harry tells it, the Spare terminology came about when then Prince Charles allegedly told Princess Diana after Harry's birth, "Wonderful. Now you've given me an heir and a spare. My work is done." Prince Harry's commitment to breaking generational cycles of alleged abuse within the royal family is commendable. His concern for the well-being of his younger family members shows a desire to protect them from the struggles he faced as a spare. However, his allegations that his brother doesn't want him interfering in the children's lives suggest that there may still be tensions between the two. Despite this, Harry's efforts to bring attention to important issues within the family are a positive step towards positive change. As Prince Harry and Meghan felt the gears of the royal family shifting away from them. One particular incident nailed the coffin shut, with Prince George at the center of it. A photoshoot featuring Prince William, then Prince Charles, George, and Queen Elizabeth was sent to the masses, and according to royal biographer Andrew Morton, Harry felt stabbed in the heart. Morton detailed in his book, Meghan, a Hollywood Princess. The royal couple suspected that the entire institution was conspiring against them. As they saw it, the evidence was all around them. The unspoken code was straightforward. The future of the monarchy was assured with or without Meghan and Harry. Morton emphasized that Harry and Meghan's popularity, both in Britain and abroad, paled in comparison to the importance of the monarchy's line of succession. So, Harry requested a meeting with the Queen to discuss his future within the firm. At the last minute, the meeting was postponed. Harry suspected classic internal politics. His family was concerned that anything the Queen agreed during informal conversations would be used by Harry as a negotiating tactic. In our opinion, the incident involving a photoshoot of the royal family featuring Prince George was a turning point for Prince Harry and Meghan. According to royal biographer Andrew Morton, Harry felt hurt by the image, which seemed to emphasize the importance of the monarchy's line of succession over his own role within the family. This incident, along with other factors, led Harry to request a meeting with the Queen to discuss his future within the royal family. It's a reminder that even seemingly small actions can have significant impacts on relationships and family dynamics. Morton assessed, though he has tried to protect his niece and nephews, Prince Harry's relationship with Prince William and Princess Kate's children has been mired by the brothers' feud. And sadly, Princess Charlotte was at the center of one of the most reported arguments between Kate and Meghan.
We had 2 or 3 meetings talking about sketches and different ideas of how this could really come to life.
In his book, Harry noted that designer Givenchy was behind the crafting of the bridesmaids' dresses for his and Meghan's big day. A then 3-year-old Charlotte was one of the bridal party, and her dress was delivered ahead of the ceremony. After trying it on, Kate claimed that Charlotte immediately started crying because the fit wasn't right, asking that it be remade with only 4 days to go until the wedding. The hand-sewn dress was made to measure, as Harry recalled it, but it wasn't enough to satisfy. According to Harry, such insistence on Kate's part left the bride-to-be in tears just days before the wedding. And as many of us know, the story of the rift between Meghan and Kate hit the headlines, flipping back and forth on who was to blame and who was left in tears. Only during Meghan's interview with Oprah and Harry's subsequent memoir did the couple seemingly finally set the record straight on the subject. Still, with the royal family unable to comment on the matter, we can only wonder how it really went down. In our opinion, the reported argument between Kate and Meghan over Princess Charlotte's bridesmaid dress was a highly publicized incident that added fuel to the ongoing feud between Prince Harry and Prince William. While the details of the argument remain unclear, it's clear that it caused significant tension between the two families. The lack of official comment from the royal family on the matter leaves room for speculation and interpretation. But ultimately, it serves as a reminder that even the smallest incidents can have significant impacts on family dynamics.
Stop.
Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more LMT videos about your favorite stuff are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.